La Vagina. La Vagina. Why are you looking at me like that? Vagina. He. Nah. What? You don't know La Vagina? Sure you do. You just don't remember her. See, she is the one that is so soft and so beautiful. Really, she is the one who is with you through it all. Through your lows and your highs. Through your highs and your lows. Stop. Stop dead in her tracks. She shuts down. She curls up. She goes inward. She doesn't want to be seen. She wants to become invisible. She becomes invisible. She is gone. She no longer exists, except to serve others. Or does she have another purpose? Once upon a time, there was a little girl. She was the oldest of 5 super siblings. She was the daughter of one marvelous mommy. Mommy. Not mommy. She wasn't mommy, me, my ma, me ma, mommy. This little girl listened very well, as all girls were supposed to do as the oldest child, as the first girl. She wanted to make sure her parents were proud. She wanted to do the right thing. She always did the right thing. She went to school. She went to school with children that didn't look like her. She went to school with children whose parents didn't look like her parents. She wasn't sure what to do except follow the rules of the teacher, listen to the advice of her parents, and of course, follow the rules of the children in the classroom. They must know what they were doing, she thought. Or did they really know? She was a happy child, laughing, giggling, and friendly. She was curious. One day, the little girl was in the bathroom with the other girls from her class. They were looking under each other's skirt. "What are you doing?" she asked curiously. "What do you think, looking at our vaginas?" "Your what?" "Our vaginas." "What do you mean? You know your private area." "Oh," she said, "you mean vagina." "What? What?" snickered the other lead girl. "Vagina? What kind of word is that?" All the girls laughed. The little girl was so embarrassed. She went into the stall, tried to hold back her tears, then left the bathroom because the girls were relentless with their laughing. Vagina. Why was my mommy, telling me it was a vagina? Why would she want to embarrass me? Thought the little girl. She came home and cried in her pillow. After her good cry, she asked her mommy, "Mommy, why do you call my private area vagina when it's called a vagina?" "Mija," she replied so tenderly, "it is a vagina. Las otras, they have their own way. What is most important is that it is beautiful. It is you. It is a part of you, and nobody can take that away from you unless you let them." The little girl listened very carefully and held on to those words. However, for the longest time, she was not curious anymore. Instead, she became quiet and listened so very carefully, maybe a little too carefully, to others first, so she would not make that same embarrassing mistake again. She didn't want to get embarrassed anymore. But then one day, the little girl became an adult. The adult girl had 2 babies. 2 incredible, beautiful babies, a boy and a girl. What would she tell her girl? Was it a vagina or a vagina? The adult girl saw how her own little girl embraced life. Her daughter danced and sang and was so free to be anything and everything at any given moment. She moved her body like a living piece of art. This little girl, her daughter, was waking up the little girl that had gone to sleep inside of her. Now this adult girl was a mommy. Like her mommy, she did not want this magic to be taken away from her daughter. She needed to be stronger for her daughter. So the mommy began to dance again. The mommy began to sing again. The mommy began to write again. The mommy felt her vagina come back to life. Now the mommy's little girl, her daughter, was going to school and experiencing life all around her. For her beginning years, she lived life with joy in her heart, singing, dancing, and curious about everything. But something also happened to that little girl, her daughter, as she continued to grow. The mommy was not sure what it was, but the daughter had stopped singing, dancing, and believing she can be anything. One day, the daughter asked her mommy, "Mommy, why do you tell me to call you mommy when you are my mommy?" The mommy remembered the wisdom of her mommy. "Mija, I am your mommy. My mommy is also a mommy, and so is her mommy. Las otras, the people here, they have their own way. But what is most important is that you know that word is beautiful. It is you. It is a part of you, and nobody can take that away from you unless you let them." The daughter, that joyful, curious little girl, smiled, skipping happily away, singing, "Gracias, mi mami, te quiero mucho, mucho, mucho." La vagina had returned.